Hi everyone and welcome to Ecology and Biodiversity, Bishop Gorman's Summer Enrichment program. In this class you'll get half a science credit. My name is Mr. Devlin. I'm an instructor at Bishop Gorman. I currently am teaching AP Environmental Science and looking forward to working virtually with all of you in this online platform. So what I want to go through today is very quick, just to get you an idea of the classes, my expectations, and then just how we can navigate through this classroom, because we're never really going to see each other face to face. So it's important that we understand how to, one, access the assignments, but also kind of get a lot out of this classroom, even though we're not meeting again face to face. So what this course is about, you're going to probably recognize quite a few things from maybe an environmental science class you've taken or a biology class you've taken. What we're going to do is we're going to add the human aspect to it. We're going to add a little bit of politics, culture, ethics, economics, but then the whole goal of this class is for you to understand how we can eventually live sustainably. And that may or may not make sense to you now, but hopefully by the end of this course, sustainable living is something that not only makes sense, but is in your eyes obtainable and achievable. So what you need for the class, just a couple things. You need obviously your iPad, laptop, or personal computer, and there's only two apps you need. In this case, you need Shobi. That's where you'll find all the information, all the assignments this class has. And then finally, Flipgrid is an accessory, and I'll dig more into this in a little bit, but the whole idea of Flipgrid is trying to make this online classroom a little more personable. So what I expect from you, make sure you complete all those assignments by the due date. I'll talk more about that in a second here. Maintain academic integrity. You'll have a short video making sure you understand what that means, especially in an online environment, and how make sure you participate in this online community. And that's, again, why we have this Flipgrid. Again, making it more personable. We can have these discussions even though never meeting each other face to face. So how you're going to be graded, there's 9 modules, this being a 2-week course. So you assume there's a module each day, Monday through Friday, and then the last Friday of the class you'll have access to the final exam. So those are all worth 100 points. So at the end of the 2 weeks, there are 1,000 points available to you, and it's very simple. I'll just add up the points you've obtained through the grading, and that will determine your percentage, which will determine the letter grade you receive. So it's easy for you as well as we progress through the modules. If it's the end of week 1, there's been 500 points available and you have 400, you could easily do the math and figure out where you stand in the class. Very simple for me is if you have any questions at all, I understand the online community might be difficult or confusing at times, please do not hesitate to contact me. I will work things through with you, make sure you are getting those assignments. Very important you do not get behind. So we do not have a time where we meet, so there's not going to be that class time. It is going to be up to you. If you are, a morning person or if you're an evening person, that's when you get your work done, but it's very important they are handed in by the due date. And finally, maintaining that academic integrity at all times. Here's the class schedule you can expect. So again, starting with this today, Monday, we're doing Intro to Biodiversity, and we'll end with the final exam. And each one of these topics is going to build on one another, leading to that goal of sustainability. Here are the due dates. Notice there's one due each day. After today, the first week, all of them will be available to you. So if you maybe have a busy Thursday, Friday, you have access to get ahead. Or if you're busy Tuesday, Wednesday, make sure you get all that completed by those due dates, but it gives you the freedom to work when you want as long as you're adhering to when those due dates are. And very important, make sure it's always due by 11:59. So tonight, all the work in Intro to Biodiversity needs to be completed by 11:59 p.m. or for each day it's late, I subtract 10%. One of the platforms you're going to be seeing quite frequently, you might be familiar with it, is Edpuzzle. I want to kind of give you an idea of what goes on. You can watch videos, you're going to watch lectures like you're doing now, and there's questions. And you're going to answer the questions, obviously, but I want to be very clear that you can see what I see on my end. So I can see how you progress through the video. Here's a 12-minute and 4-minute video. This student watched all of it. They got 1 wrong out of the 8 questions. Here in the red is the one they got wrong, and we're giving them a score of an 88. So again, when you're doing these videos, make sure you watch them in their entirety because that will affect your grade, but then also answer the questions correctly. You can always go back, so it's not a bad thing if you have to rewind to find the correct answer. And finally in Shobi, this is where you're going to get access to all of your assignments, and you can see they go in progression of the due dates of each topic. And again, pointing out, look at the times. Tomorrow at 12 a.m. means you have to have everything in by 11:59 today. Friday at 12 a.m. means you have to have everything in by 11:59 on Thursday. So again, just keep that in mind as you go through the class. So let's look at Intro to Biodiversity. When you click that folder, there's going to be a few things. If there's a lesson involved, the lesson will be attached, but this is the link you're always concerned with. This will give you an what is going to go on. So have I clicked that link? We're now currently watching View Introduction about the actual expectations video next, and again, go in order. After this video, you will watch the academic integrity video and then introduction to biodiversity, and you can see that I even included notes, and wherever you see a blue highlighted word is usually a link for something you have access to. So very important, not only you do all the assignments for each day, but you also go in order. So again, after this, you'll watch the academic integrity, which is an Edpuzzle, less than 2 minutes long. You'll answer the questions, and then you'll move on to the biodiversity, and then KBAB deer, and so on. That is essentially the class. Again, any issues, please email me at that idevlin@bishopgorman.org. I'll be more than happy to help you. Any questions, even if you don't have any issues, anything you want to add to the class, that'd be great. Really looking forward to it, and stop by and see me in the fall.